Happy Valentine's, y'all. It's Lippy, and we're in the kitchen. And the sun is coming up. Y'all, it has rained all day long. But the sun is peeking out. I know it's not going to last long. But hey, I'll take what I can get. But I know y'all saw the title, and it said chicken enchiladas. You're thinking, for Valentine's? Yes, there's a little bit of back history and there's a little bit of story I want to share with y'all. I don't think Buddy and I have shared this with y'all. Now, if y'all are just looking just for the recipe, just go ahead and fast forward to where you see the ingredients and move on from there. But the ones that want to celebrate Valentine's and get to know a little bit more about Buddy and I, here you go. Buddy proposed to me 23 years ago on Valentine's. We were outside of Hot Springs. It was a village, Hot Springs Village. And he had already asked my dad for my hand in marriage like 2 weeks prior. And I had no idea I was getting engaged. 5 months later, we were married outside of Hot Springs, Arkansas, standing in the middle of Gulf Gorge. And we had a minister. We had told him a little bit of our back history. And we made that trip on $100. And we're thinking, okay, we have to get a hotel. We got to pay the minister. Lovely man. Oh, the scriptures he read. And we wanted to celebrate. Well, we went to a Mexican restaurant where they had chicken enchiladas, 2 for 1. Bingo. Because that gave us gas to get back home. Because Buddy and I, we paid our bills. We provided food in the house. My daughter was 12 at the time. That was our priority. And we knew we didn't need a huge ceremony to give ourselves to one another. So that night, after we got married, we went, had our 2 for 1 chicken enchiladas. They were amazing. And I wasn't real familiar with Mexican, Spanish type food. And I said, I got to learn this. So on our 1-year anniversary, I can make this. Well, y'all, Lippy didn't know nothing about no internet. I actually had a flip phone. And we used to, what was it? We would text with numbers. I forget there was a word. But anyhow, it was that long ago. So I looked at some magazines, because you can look at magazines at the library. And I got a thought. I said, okay, I can make this. But it don't have rice. Never heard of a recipe that didn't have rice. I'm from Louisiana. So I'm going to put rice in it. Well, I did white rice. It wasn't bad, but I knew I needed to improve, okay? And each year, I improved because it was a totally different flavor profile than I ever had. So as the years moved on, chicken enchiladas was our Valentine's dinner. And I would say I have perfected it to our liking. So I thought, you know what, let's just do a video, give a little bit of back history of why I'm serving my husband chicken enchiladas on Valentine's when he comes in from work. But I did prep a lot of stuff, okay? Now, let me show y'all the rice I will be using. I've already cooked it. But it's the yellow rice. These used to be 75 cents a bag. I think I'm paying $1.40 for a little bag. But we like this rice. Now, I cook mine in chicken broth, but you just follow the directions, okay? So that's going to be the rice that we're using. It's got a good seasoning in it. It's not heavy. And that's what we use. So I'm going to set that down. Let me see. The chicken. This is chicken thighs. About 2 cups. I'm just making 6 enchiladas. All I did was salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion, and some cumin. I brought my chicken up to a boil with water, lightly covered it with water. Once it came to a boil, I cranked my stove down and I just let it sit there and basically simmer, kind of like poach. If you'll notice, a lot of times, white meat especially, which you could use white meat, it'll get tough, kind of stringy. That's because you're boiling it and it's the chicken itself is shrinking in. But if you bring it to that boil, crank your heat down, just walk away and let it kind of poach, that's the juiciest, the most tender chicken, and it works great on white meat. I just prefer dark meat chicken, especially if I'm making it into like an enchilada, like a casserole, you know, things like that. And then I reserved the broth from the chicken. And I've got about 4 cups. I probably won't be using it all. I do have a block of Colby Jack cheese that I did grate. We're going to have, which I'll put the ingredients in the description, 1 small can of green chilies, about 1/4 of a cup of sweet yellow onion diced. We're going to have 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm out of sour cream. I can't believe I did that, but I forgot sour cream the last 2 trips. But that's okay. This bousin cheese, we love it. This is going to be my replacement for sour cream. I think it's going to work just fine. We're going to find out together. And then it's salt and pepper, cumin, lemon pepper. Yes, I'm using the lemon pepper to bring a little bit of brightness to it, and some garlic powder. And that is it. So, your flour tortillas. Now, I do not heat mine. I'm just, well, I say heat, in a skillet. I'm going to put these in a paper towel, and I'm going to lightly nook them just to get them soft. I don't run mine through oil or anything like that. So, and have your sprayed pan. Oven on 350. I haven't missed nothing. Yeah, I did. Y'all, I have some friends. You want to see them? Y'all, in the comments, help me with some names. I need y'all to name my 2 friends that was gifted to me. You ready to see my friends? Here's my friends, y'all. Aren't they the cutest things you ever did see? They're salt and pepper shakers. And I absolutely love them. But we have to get a name. We have a chef. And we have a young lady sous chef. And here is a visual of the ingredients that I showed y'all. And I'm sure y'all know how to boil chicken. And I, of course, told you how I do it. There's my pot of cooked rice. This is to speed things up. My onions are in my pot. There is no oil. I'm adding just a little bit of water. I'm sitting on a medium heat, and I'm going to get these tender in this water. I don't want any oil in here because this same pot I'll be making the roux for our cheese sauce. So I'm just going to get these softened, translucent, and then we'll move to the next ingredient. Okay, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm still sitting at a medium, about a number 6. Now that I'm smelling that garlic, I'm putting in 3 tablespoons of butter. I'll turn my heat down to about a number 4, and I want this butter to melt slowly. We have our butter melted. I've got equal parts flour to the butter. We had 3 tablespoons of butter. This is 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And I do have my chicken stock sitting over here close. And we need to get this flour cooked out. It's going to take about a minute. Okay, I'm going to slowly add my chicken stock. And I've got a whisk. I'm going to do about 2 cups. Remember, I have 4 cups in here. And we got to give it a good whisk. Now, while we're waiting on this to come up, because I don't know if I need to add more stock or not, this is when I'm going to add a little bit of cumin. Now, this is going to be to y'all's taste. Just a scant of lemon pepper. A scant of garlic powder. Coarse black pepper. And just a little bit of salt because this cheese is salty. Oh yeah, it's starting to get thick, and that's what I want. Oh, it smells amazing, y'all. Okay, now I'm going in with that small can of diced green chilies. This is the pot that I actually boiled my chicken in. So I'm trying to have less dishes. So everything other than the rice is being cooked in this pot. Now, maintaining on about a number 5, I want this to thicken up a little bit more because I don't want to add too much chicken stock. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's starting to thicken. Remember, I added 2 cups. We're just gonna, that was about, now I've got about 2.5 cups, and I think we're good there. Now, the 4 ounces of cream cheese. We want that cream cheese to melt. Now I'm going in with that bousin cheese, garlic, and herbs. Totally different spin-off to your standard chicken enchiladas. But remember, I'm replacing this for the sour cream. If I had sour cream, I'd have put about 3/4 of a cup. Oh my gosh, y'all. And it may be because I just love that cheese. But oh my heavens. This is a beautiful, beautiful cream sauce. I'm just going to take just a little handful, because we will be putting cheese on top. About like that. We'll get this melted, and it will not take long. You're not going to believe this. I did not hit record, but whew, all I did, let me show y'all. I can't believe this. But y'all didn't miss nothing. Well, you did, but you really didn't. Okay, I'm going to drop this camera. I can't believe I did this. Okay, what y'all didn't see was I added half the amount of that rice to the chicken. Here is our sauce. And I added just enough sauce to really moisten. And I told y'all if you wanted to drain and rinse some black beans, put that in here. If you wanted to do Mexican corn, drain it, put it in here. It's endless what you can do with the stuffing, okay? But this is how much I have left, and I will be making some for his lunch tomorrow. But that's what y'all missed. Okay, I see the red dots, so we're filming. But in here I've got 6, and they're stuffed now, y'all. I stuffed them. Now I'm going to put some sauce on them. There again, you got to add as much sauce as you want. I'm probably going to use all of this because we like a lot of sauce. Spread that around. Okay, that looks good. I like to cover all the top. Let me clean this up some. There we go. Now I'm going to add some of this Colby Jack cheese. One time I used pepper jack cheese. Oh, it was so good, but it was a little too warm for the grandkids. So now I just in case they was to pop in, but like I said, I'm just making a small batch for him and I don't have to worry about putting too much heat. So now I just do Colby Jack, and that's everybody's favorite. Now I will cover mine with foil, and it's going to go into a preheated 350 degree oven about 20 minutes. Then after 20 minutes, I'm going to remove this. Another 10 minutes letting the cheese melt, and we're done. Y'all, I still cannot believe that I didn't have the camera on. I looked up, I said, wonder why my phone isn't red. Well, half of it ain't red because you didn't hit the button. But I've got enough to make 3, and I will make 3 here in a little while and put them actually in a little glass dish with a lid where I can bake them. Put the lid on and he can take it to work and heat it up. And I'll have just enough, well, you know what? He won't get sauce and dip because there's going to be just enough sauce to do those other 3 for his lunch tomorrow. So, nothing wasted. But I do have a little bit of that chicken broth. It's sitting over there, and I've got about 1.5 cups of that yellow rice. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to repeat myself, but I don't think I recorded that. I said tomorrow evening I would cut up a couple of carrots, some celery, onions, saute them down, and make chicken and rice minus the chicken. And that way I've used up my rice, I've used up my chicken broth, and it'll be a nice hearty meal and a side salad. So I'll see y'all in about 30 minutes because we do have to taste test. I mean, you know, I won't pull a whole one out. I'll just cut off of an end. Yeah, he won't see that. Wonder what I could, oh, I could put some little flat leaf parsley in that corner. I decorated. Look at that pot of goodness. Yeah, it's got to cool down. I'm not putting my lips on that. Y'all see it's bubbling. I snuck a little corner, y'all. I did mash it down so it would cool because it was hot. But I'm fixing to do a, you know, quality control. You got to do quality control. And here goes. First, the aroma, the smell. Y'all, I know even if I have sour cream, if this tastes as good as it smells, I may always replace it with that cheese. Holy cow. Y'all, bye-bye sour cream. It's got that garlic, but it has that herb. It's still Tex-Mex. It's still a chicken enchilada. You really don't miss the sour cream. I can't explain it. I'm glad that I didn't have sour cream. This is absolutely crazy good. Oh, we have ice. Okay, whew. I wanted to get another bite. Hang on, let me get a drink. Y'all, this is good. Anyway, I am going to finish that before he gets home. But happy Valentines. Tell the ones that you love them. Today it's really just not about a couple. You know, maybe our significant other is now with Jesus, but there's people still around you, family, friends. Today is a day to celebrate love. Now, you're supposed to celebrate it every day, but let today be that reminder. So, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I love each and every one of you. Till the next one, y'all.